Hey yo, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing a review on the new freezer rework. It's not really new anymore, but we were pretty late to this because we had to get other videos out. So, we're going to be doing... Okay. We're going to be doing a review on the freezer, yes. So, I don't know much about the freezer because I never actually used it before in the past days because I got told to never use it because it's super bad. But now I have it. So, does 1 damage, 10 range, and 0.6 shooting speed. We'll see. And hang on. So,
Yeah.
there's a few. Did I just miss that farm? That sucks.
What do you mean up to
There's
me?
there's a few skins. You have Cryptide skin, which I think is that from Krampus or no?
Cryptid. Cryptid is currently from the Krampus Revenge. It is in the Battle Pass.
Uh-huh. Got it. Okay. So that's from Krampus's Revenge. Then you have Mint Choco. I
Min
have that.
Choco.
Yeah, I have that on right now. And then you have Icy Freeze. It's you use the code.
ICT Freezer. ICT, I think, was a Twitch streamer.
Icy Freeze is a code, so um
Which you can't use anymore.
yeah, you can't use it, but there was a code. And then you have like not too much about the freezer, to be honest. Came out in like 2019?
Yes.
Yeah, 2019.
Now let me give the people here in this video that they clicked. I should start making this out. A little bit of information what happened to the freezer. So freezer was revamped in the Krampus Revenge update, which came out on the 21st December 2023. If anyone will ever remember that year in the future, anyways. So the overall things that happened to it, without going into its stats, was that the coin price was doubled from 800 to 1,600 coins, and if anyone even knows it, there are the little categories: beginner, intermediate, advanced towers. It was moved from beginner to intermediate, which I really don't think that makes a difference at all. I really don't think it does.
Uh-huh. Alright, and so for some reason, like TDS made a lot more things like more expensive for some reason. I don't know why. Do you know why at all?
What?
Like TDS made things more expensive.
What more expensive? The freezer?
Well, that got revamped, but like Ranger's like 12K to unlock now.
It
Ace
is,
House
yeah,
like
because it also got, yeah, they also got both revamped.
mm mm mm
They got revamped to Luna Overture.
mm. All right, so oh, by the way, this map is like a new reward system kind of map. I don't really know. I just
The community
saw
maps
it.
are in the game since a decent long time. I don't remember when they were added, but they give you rewards based on a different calculation type of. They are the so-called community maps.
Yeah, I just clicked on it and we're here now. So
And this is one of the better maps, personally, I think, as it has 2 U-turns, on which you will probably only use one, haha.
so the in-game cost went from like 350 to 450, which isn't really much. I think. Oh, I forgot the scouts can take out the shadows. What should I place? A freezer? Or like an accelerator or a turret?
Just get a freezer so we can actually show off the tower.
Good idea.
I have a max golden scout, which will do a bunch of stuff. Alright, my friends, this is the freezer.
Oh wow, I did
So
just
the
freeze.
freezer itself, it has a system called that is called slowdown and max slowdown, which means for each shot it does, it will do a certain amount of slowdown, which on level 0 that is 15% slowdown, and the max slowdown it can do to an enemy currently is 45. So one thing that you need to keep in mind is that it doesn't matter what level, it always needs a total of 4 shots to freeze, as after 3 shots reach its max slowdown, which will mean that not the third one, but the fourth shot is the one it will freeze on. What does that mean? You need to hit 3 times in order to do max slowdown, then a fourth time to freeze. That's all that means. There isn't any deeper meaning to this. I'm sorry. Moving on. I'm gonna go over level 1 real quick. I bet the more important stuff about level 1, because I don't think everyone's really interested in the range increase. Level 1 increases the slowdown it does per shot to 20, which means its max slowdown is now 60 logically, because it always needs 3 shot, as I already said at the beginning. Which, as again, means that it still needs a 4th shot to freeze an enemy. Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna place a DJ now.
Okay, skip level 2. Level 2 does a few things. The first one is it takes the defense down by 10% each hit it does, and it deals more damage, which isn't really that important for the freezer. This wave is going to be pretty interesting. So we have those mates. Actually, it's fine.
They pretty much just freeze them all.
And we're already now at level 3, and level 3, as you have already probably seen now, gives the freezer the ability, or not really the ability, but it turns the freezer into a burst tower. It shoots in burst now, yes, and every single hit, as the damage only increases in level 2, deals a total of 2 damage, which means with its 4 bursts, it has a 4 burst. It does 8 damage per burst, which means every single burst it will freeze 1 enemy. Which, yeah, like it or not, it's fairly decent. Yesn't. I forgot what I want to say. I'm very sorry about that one.
Uh-huh.
There was something. Wait a second. Yeah. One thing that we weren't able to re-show off here is that from level 0 to 2, it is only able, that is actually unironic, it's only able to go ahead and attack one enemy at a time 3 times. Why that is? Because after it applied its max slowdown, which on level 0 is 45, which means 3 shots, it will go to the next enemy and apply its max slowdown on that enemy, which means you can't fully kill one enemy like that, for the time at least.
Oh no. That's not good. Well, actually, no, because like it's still ranging it.
We don't have a level 4 here yet.
All right. I'll get level 4 now. It
On
seems
level
like
4,
it's just
a
like
few things change. Now, on level 4, the first thing that changed is that its burst gets increased to 7. Which means it now has a 7 burst, which deals 3 damage. That is a total of 21 damage per burst. And it phenomenally still means it can only stun or freeze 1 enemy per burst. Phenomenal. And what it also gets on level 4 is the so-called Frost Grenade ability. The Frost Grenade is obviously a grenade that splashes when it hits the ground. If you could use that one, it would be very polite of yours.
oh, hold on, give me 2 seconds. Okay.
Frost Grenade.
Alright,
Show it
now I will.
to the people.
I
This one.
use a
And
bunch.
the Frost Grenade ability freezes up it can freeze up to 5 enemies in its range for around 4 seconds. It does that, and it has a 25-second cooldown. Which means every 25 seconds you can go ahead and freeze up to 5 enemies for 4 seconds. But yeah, it's cool.
Uh-huh.
And here you can see kind of the full potential of a freezer, what a freezer is capable of. As I forgot to mention, unfortunately, I'm sorry about that one, on max level 4, freezer obtains the hidden detection, which means it's now able to detect hiddens, obviously. What it, as far as I'm aware, if I'm not completely wrong, has from level 0 on, though, is its ability to damage lead enemies. It's elemental. As it's an elemental type of damage. The elemental types of damage in TDS would be stun from electroshock, so electricity, which I don't even know if that's really an element. I always said no. Freeze and fire, which are the 3 elemental types of damage. And leads are not immune to any type of elemental damage, only to direct damage. And obviously, if you have something like Pursuit in level 1 that can pierce through leads, you will also be able to shoot them. Yes. And yeah, the tank is just getting absolutely diminished right now. As you can see.
So,
Well,
like,
the videos are quiet always.
with the golden scout, like, does it, like, what does the golden buff do on it?
The golden buff on it, it increases its damage, increases its cast, and I think it increases its range. But I'm not sure on that one, but it definitely increases its damage as far as I'm aware, but it also increases its casts. And it's pretty effective for early game. As they deal 2 damage per shot and they cost 200 to place, which means you can get 3 of them, which means if they all shoot once, they deal 6 damage, which is 1 abnormal, which are the fallen normal zombies straight up defeated.
Uh-huh.
Which makes them fairly, at least, yeah. And speed, and on level 1 it gets 3 damage for only 1 or 25, which means it can already 2-shot them. And it's also fairly cheap to upgrade. Max level only costs 4,000 for 15 damage, and pretty good fire rate that's currently getting boosted by the commander, which means I can't tell you the exact fire rate right now, even if the CTA is over, because it has a passive 25% buff. Which I probably shouldn't max all the commanders, but who cares? Well, yeah, normally you only get 1 back, so everyone has the 20% passive. No, it's 30% passive fire rate buff, and then you get the other 2 with CTA on level 2, so you can permanently chain Call to Arms through, which is CTA. Back in the days, it was Call Off Arms or COA. Or COA, depending how you want to pronounce it, yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, a lot of accelerators.
What? Yep, a bunch of accelerators. Which if you place all your 8s, then it will be 16 currently. I don't know if you
I
placed 8.
have
I
4,
have
5,
personally my
6.
8. I personally spent them on level 4 because I personally just like level 4 more. I prefer level 4 over level 3. As level 4 gains that extra damage and also doubles the burst amount.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're about to get to wave 40.
Alright, now I'm at my 8th accelerator. And it's wave 40, so I can sell all my farms, and I guess I might as well just place some turrets back here. Darn it, they're all...
Yep, they're all stunned, and right now
Yeah,
they're all
can this
focused
please...
on the Fallen Guardians, who are not immune to freeze. But they're immune to energy, right? I think they are. But I don't have it right in my head, unfortunately. But yeah, if you want to, maybe we should have said that at the beginning. But if you feel like reading a bit more about the Frieza and its history, and maybe taking a look at its skins, the page to the Frieza is linked in the description. Yeah.
Hooray!
All right. Understood. Thanks.
Alright, what crate do you think we open for this? What did we do a review on Freezer? Okay, so... It's a good question. What do we open?
So what? Okay, what do you personally think about Frieza, though? In the end, granted, now you saw it in action. What do you personally think? What is your personal opinion on it?
Not the
I
best,
think
not the best, but it's still like good. Cause like it's a good
I
freezing tower, kind of.
yeah, I personally think that Frieza. It obviously got revamped, so it's mostly better. I personally think Frieza is a pretty good replacement or a pretty good competitor to the other event freeze towers, as it's the only freeze tower that you can get if you don't count in the event towers. Obviously, I think for that it's a pretty decent tower, as it's. I would say it's more of a mid to late game tower though. Not really early game, as it can't really fully kill an enemy until level 3, as it will always attack one enemy till it reaches its max slowdown and then attack the other one. So I personally think it's more of a mid to late game tower, and that's also why I understand why it was moved to the intermediate section instead of the beginner tower.
Alright, here's what we got. We could open up one Phantom crate, or we could open up a Pirate crate. We have a 50-50 chance on Pirate crate, and on Phantom we have 33 for Scout and
Also,
Shotgun. And 13
did you notice
Minute.
something at the end of the match?
No. No, I didn't.
We got 800 coins for winning Fallen itself. I think it was 720.
Hey,
Right?
I'll have
Yeah,
to
anyways, on these community maps, you get rewards based on the difficulty. If that wasn't 720 on Fallen, I am sorry. I apologize.
Alright, let's open up a crate. Which crate? Phantom or Pirate? I'm thinking Phantom. Yeah, let's open up a Phantom crate. Love the animation. And we got the scout. Nice Phantom Scout. We're gonna go change the skin. We've had the same skin on since I started the game. As soon as I can find it, actually.
Yeah,
Right here.
we'll give you 700 coins by the looks of it.
Alright. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.